everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mona from Mona's Life, and in today's video I wanted to discuss my top 5 date destinations here in New York City and why you guys should add it to your list, because it is a really great time, especially for someone like me who likes to have a slow pace, chill vibes, and just like a good time. Yeah, so let's get right into my first place that I actually love going on dates, and I've been going on this exact date for years now, and only when good movies come out. So yes, if you've guessed by now, the first date destination that I literally love is going to the movies. Not just any movie theater here in New York, but I actually go to this specific one, which is in Battery Park near the Freedom Tower. And I'll tell you, that movie theater is honestly so nice. And a little while ago, a lot of people didn't know about it, but I feel it definitely got more popular these days. But it's still a better place to go than if you just decide to go here in your local neighborhood like Brooklyn, or if you want to go all the way to like 42nd Street. I personally don't like that theater, so if you want to take like a nice little getaway into Manhattan in the more quiet side, and like I love how down by the Freedom Tower there's like glass buildings everywhere, so it's a really nice aesthetic. Now, one of the reasons this movie theater is my favorite place to go is because you can walk the piers, and you kind of get a view of Jersey City, and it's like over the water, and you can see boats, and it's so nice. And sometimes in the summer there's fireworks, so after the movie, if you watch like a late movie and it's like around 9 o'clock, you might see fireworks at night in the summer, and it's definitely a romantic vibe. Definitely take your date there. And another thing you can do before your movie, this is what I do a lot with my boyfriend, Brookfield Palace Mall, and if you go upstairs there's a food court, and you can of course get food, but I love getting a beer, and it's on tap. And you know, we just have like a beer or two, and up there it's so nice and quiet, more quiet as like compared to like a regular food court. Not too many people are up there, most people are quiet and respectful, and you have the view of like the ocean and like this really nice neighborhood. So definitely go there first, have a beer, eat some food, then go to the movie theater, sneak some food if you want, which we do all the time, and yeah, watch the movie, and then you can take a nice walk. And the best part is when you get out late, you could see like the city at night, and it's just so aesthetic and it's so pleasing. So definitely check out my top 1 date here in New York. If I had to go for my top 2 date in New York, I wrote a few down, but I'll just give you my favorite, second favorite, and up to last, right? And actually I have one bonus date that I'm gonna add at the end of the video today, because I actually made a list of 5 things, but then I realized like there's this one date that I love, and going there is just really relaxing. So I'll get to that at the end of the video. So going on to my second favorite date here in New York is definitely going to Koreatown. Now, if you're a big foodie like me and my boyfriend, we love eating and food hopping and just trying new stuff. So Koreatown is definitely a good spot for you to go. My recommended restaurants are definitely BBQ Chicken, because if you go downstairs, they have like a beer tower if you like to drink. So beer tower is fun, or you could just get soju itself. I'm really big on Korean food, so I love being in Koreatown. The kimchi fried rice, chicken wings, it's just a really good time. Or you can go to karaoke even, and it's a lot of fun. Definitely if you're going on a date for the first few times, good stuff to do there. And another restaurant, I forget what it's called. I think it's Let's Meat, and it's an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue, and it is so tasty. Just make sure you're hungry when you go there, because you don't want to just get one serving of meat. You're kind of going to waste your money otherwise. I've done that before, and it's very dissatisfying. Try not to go on a Saturday like afternoon. It's gonna be really crowded, but if you're not too like offended by crowds, I hate crowds, then you can go. Now, number 3 on my list for dates is something I did once, and it was actually so fun. I don't know why I haven't gone again, but if you go to Central Park, this is my number 3 favorite date here destinations here in New York is Central Park. You're gonna go somewhere around, I'll find the location, I'll put everything in the description for this, but you could go rent some scooters, and I think you could rent it for an hour or 2 depending on however long you're willing to rent it for. You pay, I believe, around like $30 something, and take these scooters, electric scooters, through Central Park and just make laps around there. It is so much fun on a date. Like, you're gonna zip through people, and like these electric, this was my first time on an electric scooter, and I think I had the best time of my life, and I definitely want to do that again. So that's like on my list of things I'm gonna do again. And literally right after, since you're by Central Park, once you are done with the scooters, give the scooters back, you can go stop by the museum. And the museum's like, there's the Museum of Art is nearby. Also, you can go to the Museum of Natural History. I'm not a big girl on museums, but if you haven't gone in a while, it's nice to go sometimes. Also, if you're from New York, museums are practically free, so you can literally pay like a penny. The employee might give you like a dirty look for just paying that much, but like if you're from New York, you might as well just get the advantage of, you know, being a citizen of New York. So definitely check that date out. The scooters are definitely the highlight of that day, and then there's so many restaurants by Central Park as well. You could always stop by for like a drink, some food. Definitely check that date out as well if you're in New York or if you live here in New York. Let me mark this and just make sure I went over everything. My number 4 on the list for dates here is, I recently started doing this. I've been 2 times now. I've been to Omakase, and Omakase is my number 4 thing you definitely should do as a date, because one, it is a little pricey. You could find some affordable ones. I'll list them below that I've been to, and I have some shorts that you guys can check out that I have made that like kind of already have that. So I'll probably just leave the link down below so you can reference those places. But oh my gosh, definitely a great date. One, it's super intimate. You're right next to the person that you came with, and of course some few other people, but it's still very close by. Then a chef is literally just chopping up fish in front of you and just giving you pieces and explaining what they're giving you. And it's just a really good experience. And also, depending where you go, you can pair the sushi, the omakase, with some sake with each piece or every other piece. And it is a really, really good experience, and I don't think you'll regret it. Just keep in mind, you might be a little hungry after. You're kind of paying for the experience and the food, but you're still gonna leave hungry. So definitely go to omakase if like you're trying to go on a nice upscale, good, classy vibe date. Number 5 on my list, and this is a little cliche, but definitely go to the Brooklyn Bridge. So Brooklyn Bridge is really nice and romantic. I don't go too often, but when I do, it is a nice vibe. There are a lot of tourists, so if you're not really big on being around tourists, and that's why this is number 5 on my list, is because I'm not too big on tourists. When you're from New York, you kind of could tell tourists apart from just like average New Yorkers. So go at a time where, you know, it's not peak tourist season, and just enjoy the weather. When the weather's a lot cooler too, that's my preference. And like there's an ice cream shop there, I think they still have it, Ample Hill Creamery, and there's like pizza and like other stuff that you can do on the date there, and just take a nice walk by the skyline. And if you go up, there's like a promenade, and you can see like everything from a little higher up. Downtown Brooklyn is definitely an aesthetic, and I love it there. So yeah, that's my top 5 dates you should go to, and I hope one of those were good enough for you guys to try out. And the bonus date that I actually thought of last was actually to visit a spa. Now, going on a spa date with your significant other is a lot of fun. I've been twice, and we've enjoyed ourselves both times. It's so relaxing. It's up to you if you want to get a massage. The 2 spas I definitely recommend is Governor's Island, number 1, because it's very nice. Pricey, but if it's your birthday or your significant other's birthday, definitely take them because they get in for free, and then one person pays for their entry, and it is so nice. Just try to go, of course, early before the crowd. You don't want to be at the spa with a crowd. It gets rid of the feeling of just having a relaxing spa day. Yeah, so Governor's Island, number 1, you'll love it. Look it up, it is amazing. I also have videos of going to Governor's Island. I'll also leave the link down below. The second spa that I recommend is if you're in Brooklyn, there's a spa called World Spa, and they're actually fairly new, not too old. And it's not as great as Governor's Island, but it is also a nice spa getaway, especially if you're big on saunas and just that relaxing vibe. Of course, they have drinks, and both have drinks, and you know, whatever your vibe is. So yeah, I definitely recommend those dates, guys. But yeah, that is the end of today's video. If you guys have any other date spots that you guys go to that I possibly haven't, definitely leave a comment down below so I can try it out. Overall, I love living in New York. There's always endless things to do. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you guys next time if I think of a few more date spots, or if I end up going somewhere else. See you guys next time.